Yeah, okay, so it looks like the scouting report proving to be right once again. We're going to have Ike versus Palutena.
Let's see if we're getting into this. Is this going to be game number 1, or is this a hand warmer? Yes, this is definitely game number 1. It's going to be Ryuga rocking the Ike versus Utopian Ray rocking the Palutena, already with so much damage on the Nair.
Yep.
That's 3 Nairs in a row. That's 41 damage.
Yeah, man. And it's like I was saying, like Palutena's offense, both in the early game and the late game, super carried by Nair. It combos into itself at early percents, and at late percents it does kill. But also, what makes Palutena great is, like you said, you know, she obviously has that forward air, really hard move to react to, and she also has a plethora of great projectiles to keep you at bay. So she's a super, like, awkward zoning, like, you know, rush down character that you have to work with. And right now, Ryuga's having a hard time just generating any sort of offense right now.
Oh my goodness, down throw to fair, even at 100%, and he's not able to get the up smash. That would have been death for sure.
I'm curious if that's going to come into effect later, because like Palutena's up smash looks cool, but you don't really see the high hitbox of it have like much purpose. We'll see.
Oh, no back throw yet. I feel like back throw is getting close to kill percent, even against Ike.
If he grabs him at the ledge now, she'll probably die to back throw.
Oh, he wants it. Oh, I had to turn around and get the forward throw, but the fair will get the kill. I mean, as Ike, what do? This looks like a nightmare right now for Ryuga.
Yeah, but eventually Ryuga finds respite and now has Ray on the ledge here. You know, as great as a character Palutena is, she still lacks a lot in the durability category. You know, she'll definitely you know, fall victim to those early kills, but Ray doesn't care about anything I'm saying right now because he's just continuing this offstage onslaught right now.
I nared him 3 times again. He's at 46%.
It does everything, man.
It's so good and it's so terrifying. He finally sneaks in there with a dash attack.
There you go. Ray just retreats to the platform. Going to intercept Ryuga with the dash attack.
And again, the Nair, he can just throw it out, man. It looks like it's set such a huge hitbox. Tries to up smash the quick draw again, but this time Ryuga goes to the ledge. And again, patiently waiting for that up smash charge to end.
Yeah, and you actually haven't even seen Explosive Flame be that big of a factor right now until right there. You know, that's definitely one of Palutena's best moves in her kit. You know, especially if you can read your opponent maybe rolling away or you know, opting for telegraph recovery like Ike's does have.
Palutena just carefully waiting by the ledge. This won't be enough to do it quite yet. Oh, and Ryuga goes under the stage because he had to dodge the Explosive Flame. There was nothing he could do once he started charging that quick draw.
You see the parry under neutral air coming out from Ray, and again, that's going to lead into another Nair plane right there.
Oh, he looked for the 4 Nair this time. I think he could have gotten another Nair. Might as well just make it the 4th Nair. Like, why not, man?
It's like one of those office flow charts, and everyone just ends with Nair. There we go.
Finally, a short hop back here. That'll take the kill for Ryuga, but he's got a huge deficit to make up.
We got out for the Explosive Flame to bait the high recovery from Ike. Again, just Ray doing such a good job throwing out all these super safe aerials on shield, you know, keeping Ike at bay.
And it looks like Ike has like control of center stage most of the time. But Palutena's just been so good at sneaking in there with those Nairs, gets the parry but no punish.
They're gonna opt for the down throw, get the up air out of it, continuing to play chase, but Utopian Ray able to escape further damage right there.
Wow, even uses warp to go high. Not much Ike can do about that. The pressure from the Nair still coming through. Gets him with an invincible back air.
Ooh, quick rush to the platform, but Palutena just not quick enough to get the punish on that. And now Ryuga slowly but surely keeping himself in it, but the back throw is not going to do him any favors here.
Wow, I feel like that nicked him, but it was only for 1 hit, so he was able to air dodge through the rest. Sitting at 143, so many moves of Palutena's will kill right now. Fair not one of them, but this edge guard is very scary.
Ooh, just trying to nick him with the last hit of Nair, and there we go. Squeaking into the first row of seats in game 1, going to Utopian Ray.
Yeah, that was really well done by Utopian Ray. His pressure is nuts, man. He's just calling out every jump Ryuga has and hitting him with an air almost every time. And then he just combos, does so much damage off of it.
Yeah, man. Like I said, that move combos at low percents, both into itself and into other things. It kills at high percents, does your homework for you, files your taxes, it does everything.
All right, well, let's see what goes on in game number 2. It's going to be Ryuga with the counter pick, but he's just going to take him right on back to Stadium.
Yeah, I don't think it was Stadium that screwed him here. It's just that, you know, this matchup is probably really, really bad for Ike. So Might as well give him as much room to play with as he can.
Oh, wow, that was really unfortunate. The air dodge right through that grab, so Ryuga not to get able to get the punish. Palutena just continuing to rack on more and more damage, just throwing out the Nair. I mean, that's what it feels like. He's just throwing it out.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of can. The hitbox on that lasts forever. And even if you do it into the ground, it doesn't have a lot of end lag onto it, so you can combo it into another neutral air. There you go. Just getting the initial placement hits he needs, but not getting the comboing hit. But now Ryuga finds himself at a deficit here, and auto reticle proven to have some purpose in this matchup too, because you see Ike, obviously he's going to be jumping a lot in your face, and auto reticle just goes at the perfect angle to kind of stuff whatever approach he has.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen so much auto reticle in my life, but he just always uses it whenever they're like half a stage apart. It's like that perfect range for him, keeps Ike from approaching.
Yep, but now Ryuga at least keeping himself in the game right now. If he, hits a Nair, it'll probably be enough to kill Palutena.
Yeah, Palutena staying very safe. Does sneak in there with the dash attack. I like the high quick draw. So little lag on that quick draw in this game.
Yeah, it's crazy. I feel like it's like laggier, like less laggier every time I see someone use it.
Oh, that's a really laggy F-tilt. Ike not able to get the kill, but has an edge guard situation. The F-tilt does not connect. He's looking for it. That F-tilt will definitely kill if he can land it.
Oh, there we go. Gets to jump there once again. Throws up to Explosive Flame to bait the high recovery. And both players having kind of a hard time getting that killing blow that they need.
They're not enough to kill quite yet, but I think one more might do it. But the quick draw, he actually just hits them. Both of them at very high percent. Yeah,
as good as the move as Explosive Flame is, in those situations where you can be in between Palutena and the explosion, it's when it's really, really bad for her. But there we go. Nair finding its mark, and Ray striking first once again.
Yeah, but this time it's much closer than we saw in Game 1. I feel like Ryuga is being much more patient, and he's not letting Utopian Ray just come in with Nairs, and there it is, a great read on the roll to finish out that stock. Oh, never mind. There are the Nairs again. Found him.
If at first you don't succeed, Nair again. But like you said, Ryuga keeping it a lot closer this time.
Staying much more patient. We're seeing right now, just like that, rolling through the auto reticle here.
Yeah, like I said, as good as these specials are for Palutena, if you're able to, cross her up and get inside of her when she uses them, she leaves herself wide open for a counter hit. But again, just a steady dive up there. Goes for the down air on shield for a mix-up, but gonna get punished for it.
Yeah, now Ike starting to bring that damage back. Ryuga looking so good.
Okay, gonna catch the aerial approach with the neutral air again. Baits the high recovery. Dash not gonna be there to cover the quick draw.
Ryuga, yeah, that Nair to up air combo not quite enough to kill, but the back air will, and now Ryuga has a lead.
All right, this is huge for Ryuga here. Like we saw in the last the set with Zeron versus MKLeo, that Ike's damage output is just as good as Palutena's if he's able to get that initial comp, that starting hit. But Utopian Ray just doing such a good job just staying out of the range of Ike and keeping yourself in the position to punish him afterwards.
Ryuga, look how safe he's being. He's finally been hit by an air, but he goes for a really long time without getting punished because he's just staying back and mostly nairing in place. He has a lead. He has no reason to force an approach here. That's all up to Palutena, and that's where Ike really excels, as we're seeing it more and more, just continuing to rack on hit after hit.
That air dodge could have been bad, but Ike, unfortunately, just not fast enough to be able to punish that. And you see Ryuga, like you said, staying very patient within his game, and slowly but surely getting that damage, but the Explosive Flame finds respite, and now the last stock game here could potentially be the last game of the set.
Yeah, potentially. If Palutena can bring this back, that'll be a quick 2-0. It's up to Ryuga now to keep his lead strong so he can take this into a Game 3. It doesn't look like he's changing how he plays. He's still being very safe, staying far back, but a Nair connects.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, weird hitboxes there from Palutena, and yeah, the air dodge to the ledge is going to keep Ike alive.
That's a good way to put it. Very weird hitbox.
Yeah, it's sent in some weird directions. I don't think either of them were ready for it.
Ooh, goes for the cross-up roll, but gonna come up empty right there. Auto reticle initiating the trip.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen auto reticle ever trip. And now it looks like Ryuga's starting to get a little bit antsy. He's starting to run into those auto reticles.
Gets to up throw.
Nice forward air. He knew there was no double jump, and he's able to finish it out.
Yeah, great adaptation in game 2 from Ryuga right there, and now sets it up into a winner-takes-all game 3 here. I don't think we've had a single game 3 on stream yet. So
we have not.
Nice.
This is pretty fun. And you're right, it's been all about the adaptation from Ryuga. He's staying a lot more patient. One of the things that Utopian Ray was catching him with is with these cross-up short hop nairs. He would always catch Ryuga relieving his shield, so Ryuga's just staying a little bit further back and naring in place. Anytime a cross-up comes through, he just eats a sword. So all of a sudden, Palutena's kind of restricted to just auto reticles, and that's about it.
Sword is mightier than the goddess, I guess.
Mightier than the heel shoe.
All right, so looking like a lot of the same. You see Utopian Ray often use a lot of that auto reticle. Like you said, Ike has a super linear approach when he's kind of jumping at you. So if it hits him, it's going to obviously keep him at bay. But right now, it's not proven to do a lot of damage right now. Both players kind of trying to find their end.
Yeah, it's just been a lot of nairs in place for Ryuga. He's making Ray come to him, and it's been working phenomenally so far. But right as I say that, Ray evening up the damage. There's that cross-up nair again, but Ryuga's just going to roll right on out.
Once again, a steady diet of auto reticle, but Ryuga's still continuing to maintain stage control. Ray finally finding his end. The player's just resetting the neutral right now. The dash attack gonna find its mark, and now connecting the neutral air on the recovery, and now Ryuga has all the stage control right now, Resolute.
Yeah, Ryuga's looking so confident. It's like he's figured something out. There's the back air on the ledge trap, and another kill. Ryuga looking so good.
I don't think he's used a single dash attack at all the first 2 games, but finds 2 of them, and now has himself a lead here.
And he's also not getting edge guarded as hard as he was in game 1. He's just being very careful with how he comes back.
Ooh.
Finally, an up smash connects through the quick draw, so this isn't even 2 stocks. Right as I say, he wasn't getting edge guarded. But there it is. It's these retreating and safe in-place nairs and fairs, making it so hard for Palutena to come through. And every time, now if a cross-up nair connects, he's just rolling away. He's like, I don't want anything to do with the situation, man.
Oh, he rolled an air dodge off the stage, and that's going to set up into a horrible state right now for Utopian Ray.
And the F tilt connects.
Oh, man.
Did he just taunt? It's 2 stocks to 1. That cross-up nair finally connecting for Ray. He's going to get a lot of damage here.
Yeah, now the tables have turned right now, but Ryuga going for the high quick draw once again. He's going to at least buy him a little bit of time. And now they're just repeating course on the opposite side of the stage.
Oh, he's got a back throw here. Can he finish the edge guard? He goes for a really high explosive flame, and it actually kills. This just became an even game.
It's amazing how the tides can turn with both these characters, but nonetheless, we have a last stock game, and Ryuga continuing to add on his pressure. 76% already.
The fantastic 2-frame in the middle. Palutena, can she get in? It doesn't look like Ryuga's gonna let her.
Again, connects to neutral air. Ray just trying to get on the board here.
Oh my goodness, so safe from Ryuga. He's just swinging that sword, but right at the perfect range where it's so hard for Palutena to get in. And it looks like Ray has kind of forgotten about his auto reticles. He's not actually stopping Ryuga from just jumping around in front of him.
Yeah, it looks like he's just trying to adjust his game plan right here, opting to go for more consistent damage. But as we say that, he does throw out the auto reticle. That forwarder just barely missing right there.
160 damage on Palutena. This could be a nutty comeback, or this could be it, as Ike is looking for that finishing blow. Oh, but an air connects. But he only gets 1. Oh, here we go. Now he's got something set up.
Oh, just missing the back air right there.
That could have been huge, too. It would have sent Ike back off stage. Palutena continuing to put on the damage. This is actually surprisingly close, even though the percents don't look it.
It feels a lot closer than it looks. Quick draw going to provide some breathing room for Ryuga. Goes for it again to try to get a mix-up out of it.
He gets a grab. It's an edge guard time. Ryuga going way up high. Says, no, thank you. I don't want to deal with you on the ground at all.
Okay, calls out the jump with the neutral air once again. Has Ryuga on the ledge, gets another grab out of it.
Oh, this is actually close. No! The quick draw connects, but they're both alive. Oh, both players over 120%. The last hit of explosive flame is going to do it. Utopian Ray clutches it out. Ryuga dropped his shield a smidge too early, and he is going to go down in game 3.
A 116% comeback, Res lived.
That was a fantastic comeback by Utopian Ray. It looked like we were talking, I was saying he's getting a little antsy, he's throwing out too many nairs. Or as I said that he calmed down, it's like only auto reticles. Let me get the grabs in, no more nairs. I'm just gonna get the one hit here and there, and then I'm gonna back right out and throw those explosive flames. And finally the last one connects.
Wow.